Hi there and welcome to this week's Golf Equipment Q&A with Frank Thomas. First up this week was a question from Steve regarding his belly putter. He's been taking all your good advice, Frank, and he wants to cut down his belly putter and was wondering if you'd any advice for him.
Well, Steve, I'm not a long putter or a belly putter an advocate because that's basically, I feel it's a crutch, and I'd rather fix the problem rather than put a brace on it. But there are people, certainly there are people who do very well with long putters, and if it wasn't for the long putter, they wouldn't be able to play the game of golf. Now, we make both long putters, belly putters, and the conventional putters. They're all in the Frankie Frogs line. But the thing is that the long putter actually is a better putter to use than the belly putter, simply because you're pivoting about 1 point, and normally with your shoulders, not your arms only. And it's a good pivot point. The belly putter, unfortunately, you pivot not only about your belly with a putter, but your hands are pivoting about a different axis. Your hands are pivoting about your neck. The putter head is pivoting about the belly. So you're pivoting about two different axes, and as a result, you're adding another source of error. But Steve, I absolutely recommend, yes, go down to a regular length putter. The length should be such that your arms are straight, relaxed, and your eyes are directly over the ball. That is the correct length for you on the putter, and let us know how it works.
Yeah, no, that sounds exciting, and a lot of the time we're putting anyway, for most of us, with putters that are far too long for us. So shortening up in your putter is a good idea.
Absolutely.
Very good. Now, speaking of shorter clubs, Jerry has also been reading the column, and Jerry is again taking your advice, Frank, and has really benefited from playing with shorter clubs, and really wanted to know a bit more about the benefits of playing with shorter clubs.
Well, I think the standard set of clubs is good for 90% of us, unless you're extraordinarily tall. If you're about 5 or 6 inches taller than average, then you can go for a longer club. But as far as the average set is concerned, what I'm more concerned about is the length of the drivers that are coming out right now. And in Anthony Kim's state, he chokes down on the club and he does very well. And I recommend that you do that simply because it gives you more control with a shorter driver, but at the same time, because you're choking down on it, you're not inclined to try and hit it as hard as you possibly can. Unfortunately, when you get right up to the top, you want to go for the home run, and you swing 110%. Choking down reminds you to swing at about 95%. Your swing will be very much more effective and more efficient, and you'll probably hit the ball a lot longer most of the time.
Yeah, easier to hit the sweet spot, Frank.
Right.
Well, thanks so much for tuning in this week. We look forward to seeing you next week with some more great advice.
Yeah, and read the Q&A, because that goes into more detail about exactly what we're talking about, and I think you'll enjoy it. And any feedback you have will be appreciated.